Talking all about composites, and I'm really psyched. Anne-Marie is like a perfect example that the rest of us can follow, including me, because, you know, I started learning about composites. I get really excited, especially about the part where they're making body parts. It is so incredibly cool to see the things that could be replacing just normal, you know,
run-of-the-mill body parts.
Yeah, super duper stuff. And the fact that somebody could be at home, start over, find it fascinating, not even that difficult, challenging, but not difficult, really gives us a lot of hope.
Yep.
And so it's easy, it's fast, and she's about to enter the work world and make tons of money, and cool. And can I just say, Jeremy, you have like the best service ever.
Thank you.
I mean, I barely even get a sip done, and you're refilling.
That's the way we
What
do
are
it
these
at
little
Meats Corner.
puppies?
That's what we do. We got our biscotti here. This is our apple cinnamon. I think I brought it to you before, but it was so good last time we had to do it again.
Okay, watch me talk with my mouth full. I can do it. I'm a trained talker.
Multi-talented.
I can also spit it out. This is softer than normal.
Absolutely. Most biscottis are really hard and
crunchy and yucky,
kinda like cut
dry.
in your mouth. Yeah, exactly. These are still twice baked, but they're soft and moist. And the good thing is, check this out. We actually have a team of lovely older ladies that volunteer, and they make this out. They do it at their own free time, and then they bring it down to us.
Are you like kidding me?
I'm not kidding at all.
These are like locally made.
Locally made by some lovely volunteers at Meats Corner.
Oh my
Volunteers.
gosh.
Absolutely.
That is the coolest thing ever.
It's the best thing. That's actually how most of Meats Corner is done. We have a lot of people that volunteer, and because of that, it keeps the doors open. They go through, they'll help clean. Sometimes they help make food. They've all got their food handler's license, so there's no worries there. So everybody's trained up, and they do what they do because they love it, and it's awesome.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, I am not a biscotti fan, but I totally dig this.
Good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
our favorite
yeah.
as well.
Well, you guys are our favorite, so.
And next show, we're going to have a Steve drink.
Ooh!
I can't wait.
So we're going to have the Anita and the Steve special.
You're the best. Thanks, Jeremy.
See you guys.
All right. Quit eating. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. We have to talk about Kansas Career Pipeline. Because I logged on last night and I started to do my assessments and stuff. And I kind of got confused. Not that I'm totally stupid, but it asks you the first assessment, because I'm trying to find out what I want to do in my new life, or if I want to do anything. And it asks in sets of threes, which would you rather do?
Yeah.
But I got confused because, for instance, would you rather paint a picture of a bird, study a bird, or research something? Well, I'd rather paint it, but I'm not a good painter, so I didn't put that as first.
Doesn't matter. You should have put that as first.
See, so I'm going to have to go back and start over, because some of those things I went, well, I'm better at this, I better pick that.
Yeah.
It's what you think you want to do, even if you're
It's
not.
what you enjoy doing, which is most like you.
Yeah, but most of them would say, you know, interview or write a story. Well, that's what I've done. So I picked those, even though I might want to do something.
Did you enjoy doing them?
Well, yeah, but I want to do some other things. I just don't know if I'm good at them.
What the interest inventory does is it takes behaviors that you enjoy doing and it correlates those to workplace behaviors. I'm going to give you a little bit of brain research too. We are discovering more and more that there's no such thing as natural talent. That individuals, if I can give you 3 or 4 really good books to read, and as an educator, this is kind of your homework. If you engage deliberately in learning and will put in the time, you can learn to do any of those things.
You know what? I think you're right. Yeah. Because people have told me all along I'm not a natural.
Well,
you just have to want to do it, and you have to apply yourself.
And it's not just doing it. You have to deliberately try to get better at what you're doing, learn what you're not doing correctly, and get better at it. I can give you some great references on it.
Okay, well, give us one and give it to everybody. Give me a book.
One of them is talent is overrated.
Amen. I bet I wrote that.
Yeah, and it talks about the very idea that we've identified a lot of people who are supposedly naturals, but when you dig into their history, they had an interest, but they started deliberately practicing, and there seems to be a magic number around 10,000 hours and 10 years when people blossom into becoming experts.
Well, I'm a slow learner, so here I am at 20. I bet I'm about ready to burst.
Well, even the Beethovens really didn't hit that peak until 10,000 hours and 10 years.
God, he is so full of information. Okay, I'm going to go home and start
Last
logging
week you
some
said
hours.
I was just full of it.
Well, you that too, but don't forget the Kansas Career Pipeline is going to help you kind of narrow down your choices, because as we've seen so many times on My New Life, there are too many options out there.
And let me tell you, one of the problems we run into in schools with K-12 students is we, being educators, we're not aware of these careers. And they're emerging so fast that I've got some students that are going through my head. I'm going to talk to you about this composites program. They would be perfect at it.
Well, I tell you, I have a 12-year-old daughter who's in 7th grade, and they're starting to ask these questions, and I didn't know to tell her that. I didn't know to tell her a lot of things. So I'm learning a lot as well. And thanks.
All of
for
these
sharing all
careers
that
we've talked about in the last month and a half have been fascinating.
I know, aren't they? Aren't they cool?
Yes, absolutely.
I think we need to go out and have a work day and see if we'd be good at any of them. Maybe I better just go. You're an educator after all. All right, so we want to thank Butler Community College, yay, for sending us our guest today to talk about composites. You know, we heard from an instructor and a student.
Hey, can we throw out a hi to Dr. Jackie Vietti, the president out of Butler? She's one of our favorite people.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
She's an awesome lady. Why isn't she here? Let's call her up and ask her.
She's really busy.
And we're
important.
Not?
Well...
And we're not.
We're going to get her. We will get her in here. We will do that.
I want to thank Fiber Dynamics, Mead's Corner, of course, Pink Saloon for my little getup. Don't forget Kansas Career Pipeline. Go on, take some assessments with me. Let's see what we can do on our new life.
Absolutely free.
Oh, I forgot about that. But I did want to mention, as I was filling out my stuff, there's a part in there that says you may have to pay or have a code.
If you have a Kansas address and you get on as an adult job seeker, it's free.
Duh.
The address does it.
Now I know. I couldn't figure out how come they weren't going to charge me, even though they said they were.
They didn't.
Now I know. Hey, thanks for joining us. My New Life Online, coming to you soon. See you then.